I was raised in Utah, in a small town called Monticello, Utah. My parents wanted to raise their family the same way in the standards that they were raised in. My dad's family was a bit more strict Mormons than my mom's was, and so he decided to go a bit further and become a vegetarian, high-standard Mormons, because the way he interpreted scriptures, he said, it's right there in the Doctrine and Covenants that we shouldn't be eating meat unless it's time of, like famine and starving. Even in the Mormon circles, they were kind of like, why aren't you eating meat? What's going on? So we were raised to rise up and be the best Mormons that we could be. And I was raised to be your best, choose the right, then you'll be happy. Of course, I wanted the most happiness. And so I leaned into it. I leaned into Mormonism 100%, like with everything that I had.
Kristen's family did all the things good Mormon families were supposed to do.
We had family home evening every week. Usually there was the subject of the month that my dad would pick. This is why we're vegetarian, or this is why your mom doesn't go to work. A lot of comparison with other families and what they do versus what we do in our family and why we're blessed. And so that kind of teaching eventually made me kind of feel like, if Jesus comes, we might be the only family left, or one of the few. This kind of went to my head a little, like, these kids, oh, look, that guy swears, and oh, she was out late with her boyfriend last night. We can't be around them. And, one at a time, there were people that I couldn't relate to. I didn't want to be around because they were sinning and doing all these bad things. Wild kids. I used to call them wild kids. There's wild girls there, and there's wild guys over there. Everybody's so wild. We shouldn't be like that. We should be a good girl.
And Kristen thought that she, unlike the others, was doing great at being a good girl. Well, mostly.
When my teachers in Sunday school would talk about keep the commandments, be good, my mind would always go back to chocolate chips in the cupboard and how I couldn't keep my hands out of those things. But that was about it. It was like, if I could just stop snaking those chocolate chips. And so I remember going home from church one day and writing a little note to myself, and all it said was no, a little sticky note, and I put it on the chocolate chip so the next time my parents are gone and I'd open it up, maybe that note would stop me and I would just keep that one rule, and then I'd be good. So it created a high horse for me, feeling like I was a good girl and the others weren't. Church was a rock to me. It was solid, it was immovable. I started seeing, oh, the Mormons believe this and other Christians believe this. We had the truth. It's an exclusive truth that the rest of the world doesn't have. And I thought, okay, all these other churches and beliefs and theologies out there, they're moving and they're changing with time, but we will never change because we're the true church, and we were taught that we're a very peculiar people, and I was kind of proud of that.